Right, what a beautiful place this is. Look at this. Day one in Kyrgyzstan. And what has James gone and done? James?
We've got a flat tyre. We're probably about 10 minutes into the country.
How many flat tyres have you had in the last month?
3. It's going well.
It's actually been a really long day trying to get through the Chinese customs, but I guess we'll be
about
spending
to get a bit longer.
Yeah, about to get a little bit longer. Alright, so we found the culprit. This, look out. The guy just spins around. That whole thing is just snapped right off the tube, which we're not sure why, because the rim lock's in place. The rim lock's doing its thing, so I actually have no idea how that would have happened. Anyway, new tube.
Success! Hey! That's probably what, an hour and 20 minutes?
Or less.
So the big win.
Very happy with that. This is
Charlie.
we'll introduce you to them properly tomorrow, but this is Charlie and Cecilia. We'll maybe at breakfast tomorrow we'll have a good chat. They came to the rescue. Charlie was probably a bit further ahead of us, and they stopped and waited, realized we weren't coming, and turned around and brought their pump. Yes. Yes. Anyway, check this out. There's all the remaining parts of James's tyre. It's still don't really know what happened, but look at it. It's just a piece of shit. So Kyrgyzstan, this tiny little country, kind of surrounded by all the other stans and China. We entered from the south, and today our plan was to head to this place called Tash, Rabat. Unfortunately, we did ride straight into this storm, but it didn't hang around too long. And then we followed this valley all the way up, following this river, and just had yurt camp after yurt camp. It was quite an incredible introduction to the country. Yeah, that there is what we came for. That's Tash, Rabat. It's basically an old stone caravanserai. That's what we came to look at, as well as staying in these yurt camps.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
2 meals and accommodation, $20.
Well, I suppose because we're here we may as well, and it's raining, but maybe not every night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys happy with that? Okay. This is dinner, breakfast, and a yurt for 1,000 sop.
It's like 20 Singapore.
It's so big. And you 4 people, 1 yurt and 2 yurts?
I think 2 yurts. We can share, and they can share a separate yurt. Oh.
2 yurts, yeah?
Oh, it's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Very cool.
So we made it to Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
We made it to Kyrgyzstan. And after the nightmare of China in customs, this was the country we were most looking forward to, and it has not let us down so far. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, we stayed in a yurt.
We stayed in a yurt. The scenery is amazing, the roads are amazing. We've only been here a few hours, so...
Yeah, we were very lucky yesterday. She came in and there was an incredible storm going on the right side of the road we were on, which we knew we were going to be turning into. And there was a rainbow that ended on this camp.
Yeah.
It was a sign.
It's like fate.
Yeah.
Hey, we've actually just met some overlanders coming from the other direction. They said the best road they've ever been on is one we're about to attack today. The problem being it's quite a lot of off-road, and given our quick fix yesterday on my tyre, we don't think it'll probably hold up.
Yeah, basically, we mentioned this a few videos back in Pakistan. James had his tyre fixed by a mechanic who had no idea what he was doing, and he just pulled the rim tape out. The rim tape stops the spokes from poking through and popping the tyre.
Yep.
We put a dodgy one on a while back, but yesterday when we fixed the tyre, we noticed that it was coming off. So we're going to have to go in there and do a better job, basically.
Yeah, especially given the off-road, there's a very strong chance that even just this morning it'll probably pop again. So
yeah, anyway, so that'll be our morning, and then we're heading up to, what's the lake called?
I'm going to say Issyk. Lake Issyk?
Something like that. Should
We'll
be amazing. Yeah. This is the problem. This rim tape, which is a dodgy one we put on, it's actually not rim tape, it's just this plastic tape we had. This is meant to be sitting all the way around over these spokes.
but it's not. So what happens is on bumpy roads or even non-bumpy roads, these things can burst your tires like that.
So this was a tube that we had yesterday, it was in the tyre and kind of melted. So we're just going to cut a thin strip all the way around and use this as rim tape.
We'll clean this up first, because it looks like balls.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll come back to you when that's done.
So after fixing James's bike, we got back on the road. Now, James just briefly mentioned we met these overlanders that told us about a place called Bayatov and that the road there is incredible. So we wanted to try that out. Thing is, if you go onto Google Maps or Maps.me, the only route takes you all the way around through Nairin and then back across and down into Bayatov, which we knew wasn't right. So the other overlanders explained that there was a dirt road that went through here somewhere. So we went searching for that. We were being chased by a storm, as you can see behind us, and James had to stop and check his tyre every 5 seconds, and for good reason, this happened.
So we're here in this amazing place. Maybe an hour after we set off before, and my tyre's gone flat again. We don't know if it's a patch yet, or if... we don't know what it is.
So we fixed his tyre again, and then we got back on these incredible roads. Holy shit balls!
Day 2 in Kyrgyzstan is already an adventure, and this place is insane.
This is amazing. So like, probably won't be able to see it properly. But like down here, sorry, my hand. We've been working on James's tyres. My hands look like. Look at this. It's nuts. And then look at this side. It's nuts as well. It's crazy.
It's just insane. Yeah.
I do think it's one of the best places I've ever been to.
This is what it's all been about. Getting
day
here and
2.
this kind of stuff.
Oh, and then there's a statue. We don't know what it is. We stopped here to have a look. Look at the mountains! Just nuts. Details are holding up kind of well. James's bike could be doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surviving.
All right. We got to get to Bayatov, something like that. So we're going to push on.
Bayatov. Pie Town.
Now, the original plan was to stay at Songkul Lake, which is that lake at the top of your screen there. But because James's tyre basically popped here, and then again here, and here, we kind of ran out of time. So we spent a night in Bayatov before pressing on the next day.
So today is one of those shit days. Actually, the last few days have been bitter and sweet. We've been through some of the most beautiful places we've ever seen in our entire lives. But we actually didn't film any of this yesterday because we thought it would just be a quick fix every time, and we probably spent 6 hours
At least.
trying to fix this stupid tyre.
Yep. So it's got a big ass puncture in it. The pads, it just keeps.
I'm not sure what's going on. We will take the whole thing out. There's a massive puncture in it from the spoke that went through. But we've tried everything to patch it, and just it doesn't hold. Like it will just not hold. We'll test it, seems fine, put it back in the tyre, pump its pressure, and the thing will just go pop. So not sure if it's shitty patches, shitty glue, or user error, who knows. I mean, we could just be really crap at this job. But we've tried and tried and tried, and this is probably about the 6th time it's popped in the last 2 days.
Yeah, we did just buy some new patches this morning because we ran out basically. So hopefully they're maybe better. But Bishkek is the first place we'll be able to get tubes, and we're quite a long way from there.
Yeah, it's a bit shit because it is slowing us down tremendously. Last night we stayed in a small town. We were meant to camp in a yurt up in the lake. So hopefully this won't take too long. Let's see, it's 5 to 11 now. We're gonna take the entire tyre off, check the inside of the tyre, make sure there's nothing dodgy inside there. Maybe rip all the old patches off and just start again because it's really not working. It's shit.
It's also quite hot here today with little shade,
Yeah.
so that'll add to our fun.
But
yeah.
Balls. Alright, so we've found this little shady spot. I'm so over this. Changing a tyre sucks. Changing it 8 times in one day. Probably more. 10 times in one day.
Pumping up every time. Oh, don't.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll do it again. Now we do actually carry a spare tube for these kind of situations, but James burst that one originally, and the one that's in here is the spare tube that had the puncture. So we don't have a spare tube.
Yep.
I think what we'll do is we'll try one last time to fix this tube, and if it doesn't work, we'll put the 21 from the front into the back.
Which also actually has a small puncture in it, turns out.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Right, here we are. I thought I'd give you all an update on the current situation. Long story short, it's going terribly. The rear tyre, the rear tube has just gone. The patches we've got aren't working, the glue isn't sticking. The hole from the spoke's just too big from when the mechanic in Pakistan pulled out the rim tape. So we tried that for a few hours and it's not working, so we gave up. We then went on to 21-inch tubes. We were like, all right, that's a good backup. We can get to the nearest town and then we'll work it out from there rather than sitting in the middle of nowhere where I currently am now. That also didn't work. Turned out that brand new tube had a few holes in it as well. The patches aren't holding. Latest plan is Jay is now driven to Narin, or driving to Narin, which is about 90 kilometers from here, to do 2 or 3 things. He's got the tubes with him, so ideally we'll be able to get them fixed by a proper mechanic with proper patches. If not, he'll buy some more patches and we can try ourselves again. He's also going to buy some food, because the reality is so far we've had no luck with the tube. So our next best option would be to go to the capital city of Bishkek, where we should be able to get the tubes which will fit my bike. Problem being, I'll have to camp just over here for the next 2 days, so I'll need some food and water. And Jay will have to ride to Bishkek, which I don't even know how far it is, but it's a long, long way. To get the tubes to come back, then we can hit the road again. So yeah, not ideal. Suppose you could say it's character building, but at the moment it just seems really frustrating. Kyrgyzstan's been the country we've both been looking forward to the most by a long way. I suppose we've been lucky on the trip so far to not have any real problems, but yeah, we were just so happy to get here and to get exploring. And what we've seen of the country is everything we expected and even more. But the problem is every 5-10 k's we're stopping because my tyre's gone flat, so it's kind of putting a bit of a sour note on everything. But you know, we'll press on. Jay should be back in next 2 to 5 hours, I guess, maybe, hopefully. And yeah, I'll just sit here with the flies around me, and you know, every hour or so, a car will pull up, try to talk to me. I can't speak the language, they can't speak English. They wonder why I'm sat here on my own with a bike with one tyre, which is very understandable from their part. And yeah, I suppose after a while I just get bored and leave because they think I'm an idiot. But yeah, that's it really.
Alright, so we couldn't fix it. The hole was just too big. An old piece of crap hole. So I had to rush off to Nairin and get someone else to put a proper, proper patch on. God, I hope this works, or we're probably going to be
work.
Yeah, we're probably going to be stuck here for the night. Yeah, let's give it a go. There it is. It worked. How many hours do you reckon?
6, 7?
7 hours. God. So after James's whole tyre palaver yesterday, we had to skip Songkul, the lake we were going to go to. We came straight to Nairin. We were like, oh, we'll get up tomorrow, we'll relax, and then we'll backtrack and go up to the lake. And then this crazy storm's just hit. So it doesn't look like we'll be going anywhere. We'll stay in Nairin for one more night. And we decided we'll keep heading east towards, what's the other lake called? Issyk Lake. Issyk.
Yeah.
So we'll go that way, and then maybe after Bishkek come back down to the lake. We don't know. We'll see.
We'll make it work.
But we're very glad we didn't start heading up because the weather is shit.
And this accommodation's probably the nicest we've had in a long time, with decent internet, so.
It's kind of weird how good internet feels when you haven't had it for like 3 weeks. It's sad, but it's true.
It's nearly as good as a hot shower, it turns out.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll get warm and hang out. Do some editing. All the boring stuff. So we spent another night licking our wounds in Nairin before heading to Issyk, which is the massive lake in the northeastern side of the country. Now to get there, you can either take the main roads around, or we'd heard of this place called Tossor Pass, and apparently the roads getting there are incredible, so we wanted to check that out. The thing is, the pass is actually closed during winter, and we're just coming out of winter, so we weren't really sure. So we went into town and we spoke to a guy at like a tourist agency. Firstly, he gave us a map, which was very helpful, and showed us this dirt path the whole way through there. And he explained that it is in fact open, but here's the kicker. He says if it's raining, it'll be pretty much impassable. Okay, so it's raining a little bit. We were told not to go up this pass if it was raining, because it'd probably be really snowy and pretty hard to get through. But we've come this far, so we'll just keep going. Fortunately, I don't think my socks are going to dry. Oh well. Anyway, we'll layer up and keep going into that.
Better get about my way. This is start of a new day. Feel fresher than toothpaste. Singing out, this be the new thing. New swing set. I'ma go for the loop, man. I'm a fruit gone loopy. That's the Sammy the toucan. Screaming out, who cares? My soul bare. I'm done with the cold stare. My heart hang off the tip of my shoestring. Stay untied, that's usual. I'm not put together. Do better than you do. That's magic. I'm voodoo. You a doll playing dress up, but your getup is poo poo. Okay, I'll fess up. I'm messed up, but that's true for you too. We stare at our messages, hoping for contact, like somebody please take us out of this nonsense. The world end after every broadcast, and to save it seemed a tall task, with no cape and no cash and a broke car with no brakes and no stakes involved in the state of the world state. It's all lost, so we counting our birthdays. We party hard, get turned on a Thursday, and like we got it all while we act in the first place. You raised by a screen that get up in your nerve ends. You Looney Tune babies better know that you perfect. Nobody can tell you one thing. Get your crazy, throw it all on the surface. Make yo something from nothing, take a shot at your purpose. Post a talk for a man who probably needs his own service, cause he's scared to death of how everyone think. Probably changed my whole look for a share on the feed. Too focused on the focus on screens. Let's taking pictures of moments where I should actually be. Welcome to the age of distraction, where the follow count king. Where we lacking on queens, where you follow someone because they follow someone who actually follows their dreams. Damn, I'm bitter as f. I should probably change, but I'm so stuck in my ways. Please, soda, sing.
Kyrgyzstan's a pretty difficult place to travel. You just need to stop every 5 seconds to take photos. Look at this. It's insane. Nuts. Anyway, we think we're going up there to find those thermals that our map guy told us about. This is incredible. When we've got pretty average weather and it's still amazing. I'd love to see what's going on because you see there's some mountains there, but we don't know what's going on in the skies around. More there. This pass is meant to be 3,993 meters. So it's probably going to get cold pretty soon.
Yeah, then it'll be snowing up there, I reckon. Apparently the road was cleared not too long ago. But we're going to find out either way.
Woo!
Oh, also with Kyrgyzstan, we need to get better at bringing snacks with us. We keep realising we're hungry and there's nothing anywhere. So yeah, a few more snacks maybe.
And also James keeps breaking down, so we don't have enough snacks to survive on the side of the road.
No, today's going to be a good day. We can't have any tyre issues. The tyre gods need to look after us.
Yeah.
We can't deal with that again. Not up here.
Yeah, otherwise he's screwed because I'm leaving him behind.
I'm just going to live up here.
Just for that wonderful ride. But it's never enough.
Baby, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. I ain't never feel full, not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all.
Ooh, where's that wonderful ride? I can't get enough.
Baby, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Get to issyk. Issyk. That way, not this way. Right, horse you can go that way. Okay. I'll show them on a map. Oh, let me just get the map up.
English.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Where are we this side? So we're here? Tossor. So we're here somewhere? We actually might have come down this one.
So we'll go back. Yeah. And go round. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers. Okay.
Понял, да?
Thank you.
Салам, давай.
They're saying this river is Barkam, way around here somewhere.
So we turned way too early. That's what I thought. That's where we were when we turned.
So carry on and then, yeah, I suppose round the back of these mountains it would make sense. Then we turn. Okay.
Давай, жақсы. Хорошо, рахмат, давай.
Oh, legend.
All right, so we're back where we were like half an hour ago. Exact same place. We took that fork thinking we were meant to go down there, and then that guy you would have just seen basically told us that we were down the wrong valley. Yeah. So now we have to go. Hold on. What's going on here? Now we have to go around those mountains. We're just on this side. We need to be on that side. But weather's looking better.
Yeah, it's a lot brighter in front, so hopefully we're good.
Yeah. Look at that. It's all sunny. There's blue sky. Woo!
And it is amazing around here, so.
Yeah, we're not even upset that we went down the wrong valley. It was
It's like, oh well, we'll get to ride back on that good road again.
it was incredible. Getting lost in Kyrgyzstan. It's kind of fun. It's actually really fun. I'd like it. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking about good weather, now it's raining. Good. Okay, bye.
Yep, that's not going to work.
So we've hit the snow line, which is awesome, but also hit a bit of a problem. The snow's a bit too deep. And it just, I took a walk over there and it just gets worse and worse. Don't even know where the road goes, to be honest. That's the road there. I mean, nothing. No road. James says Maps.me has a route going through here. Could be a bit of fun to get to.
This is the road on Maps.me, goes around like that, zigzags up.
Let's go have a walk and have a look. So I think we found the road. It's basically this ice thing here, I mean this snow thing. But this is the problem.
So, very sorry, having more issues with the sound on my camera, but basically this is me showing you how deep the snow gets in the snowy bits, and then having a little bit of a lie down.
I do think we'll be able to
Skirt along there.
skirt along the edge. It'll just be...
Hey! Road party.
Look at that, just turn around, look at the view.
Right, as we go before the sun goes down.
Okay, so we've plotted out a route. We have to backtrack a little bit, go across a slightly icy part, skirt along the edge of that snow we just saw, and then who knows what happens further on. Woo! I guess we either get over that pass or we have to turn around and go back a long way, so let's go for the pass. My god, it's high up here, I'm dying. Let's do this. We're almost there. I need your help here.
Yeah, I think I need your help here as well. I gotta get off.
Well, I guess I'm happy to give it a go unless you want to stop.
No, we'll try.
I mean, the path is right there, right?
We're at 3.7 at the moment.
3.7?
Yeah.
That's not good.
320.
We came so close, but we just can't get through. The snow's too thick. All I see is just ice. It's no good. We've been basically pushing our bikes through a shit ton of ice and snow, and it's. I think we're gonna have to pull the plug, unfortunately. I think James is pretty keen to turn around as well. Well, that sucks. It's right there. The shit thing that means that we're going to have to go all the way back to Nyren and up the other road. So this little stunt slowed us down by probably lost a day and a half, maybe 2 days. We could start going back down and just probably get to our camp. Oh, it's so shit, we were so close, it's literally there. But this ice is just no good.
Just for that wonderful ride.
So we retreated to just below the snow line and set up camp for the night. But I'm gonna end the video there because, you know, it's been 30 minutes and it has to end somewhere. So, but this is literally just the tip of the iceberg as far as this little mini adventure goes. Kyrgyzstan keeps throwing us so many more surprises in such a great way. So yeah, subscribe, hit that little bell button, and we'll see you very soon.